Hey guys, it's Min's TV again, and today I'm going to do a tutorial that I thought many of you need. Now, the tutorial I'm gonna be giving you today is how to drag click without tape. Now, if any of you saw my video on what tape is best for drag clicking, but you didn't have the electrical tape or any other variation of it, then you must be really frustrated. And if so, this video is for you. Now, let's get into this. Now, there are two main ways you can drag click on a mouse without any tape. The first one is practicing on many surfaces until you know how to drag click on most surfaces. Now, and the second way is buying a mouse that already has a texture that is good enough for drag clicking. For example, my mouse here, the Kain Aimo, can do that. Now, we're gonna be going over the first way first. Now, how to practice drag clicking is just go on a random surface. For example, I'm going to use my mouse pad, and I can just drag click on any surface. I can drag click on my hand. Oh, I can also drag click on this mouse. So what you have to do is you have to continuously try drag clicking on every surface, like the swimming pool floor, which works as well if you practice enough. Like, you have to go to every place possible to try and drag click. For example, like your monitor, piece of paper, and try stuff like that. Now, once you do that, you can try drag clicking on a mouse like this. But sometimes it won't work. What you have to do then is probably wash your hands and maybe wash them thoroughly and dry them a lot until they are very cold and stiff. Like right now my hands are a little sweaty, so it doesn't work that well, but see, once I wipe my hands on the mouse pad, I can do it a bit better. So a tip for the first method is drag click on every surface you can find. And second of all, you have to dry your hands every time you try to drag click on a mouse without tape. Well, that's going to be it for the first method, and now we're going to get into the second method, where your mouse already has a good enough texture for drag clicking. Now, the second method is self-explanatory. Just get a mouse that has good enough texture for drag clicking. Not like this one. This has a rather glossy finish and this plastic covered part on the mouse, which makes it really hard to drag click. However, Rocat mice, mainly Rocat mice, they have some rubberized coating. It's not fully rubber, but it works really well. It has a great grip. Now, some of you might need some time to adjust to this, but this is really easy. So I recommend the second method because the first one is not consistent at all. And this one is very consistent. I could drag click on this literally all day, but remember, even for this one, you have to dry your hands a lot. And that's pretty much it for the second method. It's quite easy. And for those of you who wants to stay around for a third method that sort of includes tape, but it really doesn't. You don't have to use the tape. Well, if you're just gonna stop watching here, then thank you for watching the video. But if you're gonna try watching the third method, then go on and watch. Now, the third method, like I said, does involve tape. This is just some electrical tape I left over from drag clicking. So what you have to do is stick it on your mouse button, and you have to make sure the stickiness of the tape rubs on your mouse, or else this method will not work. So you have to make sure it's perfectly stuck to the mouse and just leave it there for a few seconds. So you can see that it's stuck on the mouse completely, and then you can take it off. If you do this, if you look very closely, you'll see a very light layer of sticky-ish tape that'll go away when you drag click, but now I can drag click with relative ease. For the left button, I can't right now because I didn't put enough tape on it. So with this method, you can drag click on office mice and mostly every single mouse. For example, this is the same variation, but it's a bit glossier, as you can see. But even on this one, I can drag click with it. And just an extra part to this method, you can always just apply the sticky part of the tape to your finger, and that can work sometimes too. Well, that's gonna be it for this tutorial, guys. Thanks for watching, and tune in again next time.